I mean, that's part of the reason why I enjoy the whole podcast thing to begin with. If I'm being honest, we're like self-made DJs almost, and I mean that in the traditional sense, like disc jockeys, the guys that work in the radio towers and all that. Not the disc spinners that we call musicians.
Yeah.
um, that sounded a bit condescending. I don't mean that they're not musicians. I'm just not super big fan of their stuff. That's really it.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm allowed to have an opinion, kinda.
Oh, man.
Their opinions are frowned upon, but if you showcase them in a humorous light, I feel like people are less inclined to hate you for it.
Mm-hmm. God, we've been sitting here for like half an hour.
Welcome back to the R&R podcast. This is the Boredom episode. Because there's nothing to do in this town. Nothing to do but drive around. Fuck. Damn.
Oh.
Oh, because I want to. I mean, I feel like I'm being tugged in multiple directions at once. I want to. Part of me wants to stay inside and play music and all that. But I don't feel like recording anything. I just feel like. But at the same time, because of that's basically a dead end option for today. Like if I go in, I'm probably not going to want to come back out because I'm going to start vegetating.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do that. I feel like doing something.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But the question is, what?
Mm-hmm.
Wah!
Wow, y'all.
Wah! Waluigi! Wah!
Jesus Christ.
Wah! Wah, 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 wah! Wah, 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 wah! Oh.
It's so bad.
This is so dumb!
Mm-hmm.
Everything's dumb! Everything is highly unintelligent, but like in an innocent kind of way. It's not like stupid. It's like I said before, to me, stupidity is like, you can't be racist against white people because white people invented racism. But dumb is like, is lava hot?
Yeah.
Dude, what? Did you know that there's a saint in front of St. Valentine's Day? I didn't know that.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, that's so chill. Dude, it was like a person. Yeah, it was a person. I mean, I'll be honest. They're both equally as annoying in their own rights, dumb and stupid, but one is just slightly more forgivable. Like, one is like, sometimes it can be, it's deliberate ignorance. You know, sometimes it's just straight up ignorance, but dumb is like you were dropped on your head as a child. Like, dumb is like you're unintelligent, but it's not your fault.
Mm-hmm.
It's completely not your fault. Stupid is like, wow, you're just annoying.
Yeah.
You have unreasonable opinions, and you showcase and present them in an unreasonable and obnoxious way. That to me is stupid. And that's the thing. That's why this is gonna sound weird, but in a way, I like intelligent people, but at the same time, dumb people are kind of fun. And for some reason, it's weird. It depends on the sex also. Like a dumb guy is funny to me, but dumb girls I find weirdly kind of adorable for some reason. It's like, because they seem innocent, and I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Like dumb definitely has more innocence to it, but stupid is like angry and like callous and sardonic. I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's no good.
Yeah.
Yeah. What the hell we gonna do? Na 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 do 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 mana do 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 mana I got that Tom Waits voice. I got that bluesy whiskey-soaked Tom Waits voice. Oh, that guy's a great singer. He's got the gravelly kind of... Everybody's obsessed with cleanliness. Clean vocals and all that. That's fine. They have their place. Everything has their place. I feel like those bluesy guys, though, they don't get enough credit for their really character-filled voices, I want to say. Gives them character. Because they're kind of different.
Mm-hmm.
Kinda.
Kinda,
mate.
mate.
Just a little bit.
Just a whittle bit.
A little bit. Just a little bit. This is
It's really eventful.
This is the most chill conversation we've had in a long time. This is what boredom does to people. This is what it makes you do.
Mm-hmm.
It requires that you do things. Otherwise, you will die from it. It's like swimming. You have to swim. Because if you don't swim, first of all, you're either not in the water, or if you are in the water, then you're in trouble. If you're in the water and you're not swimming, you're sinking. Or you're floating. I have this problem. I don't know if this is normal, but my body is stupid. My body will start to float just when my head has dipped beneath the surface. That's when I start to float. Like, my body only starts to float when my head is about maybe a couple inches beneath the surface. And I won't float back to the surface. I'll just kind of stay hovering just under the surface. Like, if I fall unconscious in the water, I'm screwed.
Hey, you're recording, aren't you?
I'm recording, yes.
Yeah, I knew it as soon as you put the phone down.
This is the chill episode. See, the last time we were in this vehicle, I hit record and you didn't know what was happening.
Yeah, I know.
Because I was a lot more covert about it, but this time, I don't know.
Yeah, you weren't covert at all. You literally put the phone right in between us on the dashboard.
Yeah. And
Like,
this is okay, though. I feel like this is this is like the chill episode. This isn't crazy like the El Stupido episode, or it's not nearly as profound as the episode with the guy who flies stuff, but it's also not as acidy as the Red Fridge episode. It's not nearly as spontaneous as the one where Colton doesn't know, because here Colton clearly does know. He is very much aware. I didn't do much to stop him from reaching this conclusion. And we are bored as all hell and we can't figure out what to do. And I would ask for suggestions, but by the time this goes up, we'll have already done the thing. So should we go to Denny's or should we go inside? I don't really feel like going inside. It feels, it's not eventful enough. It feels very anticlimactic. It's like, I don't want to, never mind. I was going to talk about the thing with Walking Dead, but I don't want to spoil it for anyone that hasn't watched it. So
yeah.
I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I just realized, I don't know why, but airbag kind of sounds like something you would call someone. And anything plus bag on the end.
Pretty sure people do call each other airbags.
Shut up, airbag.
Well,
Yeah, that sounds
usually airhead.
Yeah. Dirtbag, that's what I was thinking of. But anything with like bag on the end. It seems like the word bag is just like an insult across the board, at least in English. Or same thing with sack.
Sack.
You shit sack. Oh, that was just like in Whiplash. When the evil professor, the evil music teacher Fletcher, called one of the students a weepy willow shit sack. That was tame for that movie.
Jesus.
That was an intense film. It was interesting though, I think. Yeah, I feel you too. Ugh, the leap outside. I don't know what to do. I have a few ideas, but I don't feel the drive to really pursue them. Although I do, the more I think about it, the more I'm liking that Denny's idea. I gotta tell you. So I'm kind of debating on doing that. What about you? You still on the fence?
Yeah.
Damn it. I could just say screw it and let's just go. Because that's what this feels like, one of the situations where someone's going to have to make a decision. A decision in a situation. In this situation, I got to make the decision. So I'm going to... Hell yeah. Let's do this.
Okay,
sure.
Sure.
Let's do the deed.
Okay, sure. Here, I'll plug in the aux.
The oaks.
Oh, wait. We should probably stop recording. Otherwise, we're going to get copyrighted.
Why is that? Well, if you play it quietly, we should be fine. I mean, the last time we were in the vehicle, we were playing music.
That's true, I guess.
Yeah. It should be okay-ish, I think.
Maybe.
the okayish, dayish. God, that is today if I ever thought of a better... I don't know if like... I can't think of a better way to describe today than the okayish, dayish. Because it's kind of a day. It feels like a day, but it also kind of feels like other things. Like, this feels like constant twilight, almost, in a weird kind of way.
I also have no idea how loud to actually make this.
That's probably good.
It can probably still be heard.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
That was about how loud I had the music last time, and everybody could hear it. But I don't think everyone's gonna care, because the thing is, if we ripped the actual MP3 of the track and then put it over top, then we might get in trouble. But this is like a falsified reproduction of it. Because, you know, it's coming through the speakers of the vehicular and into the receptacle that is my phone. I sound like Dane Cook. I went out. I was cleaning a dish. I went out.
Like Dane Cook.
I went out. Put it in my mouth. Sound like Dane Cook. Oh man, I love the Game Grumps impression of him. I saw a car, okay, and it was pink. I went out. I went out of my house.
Jesus.
Oh man. Yeah, I can picture somebody being like, oh, you know, you can't have that song because it's copyrighted. Yeah, but it was coming through a phone. It was coming through the speakers in the vehicle. I was going to the phone receptacle thing, which ain't that bad, so it's distorted. So
Turning into Dane Cook again.
Dane Cook.
Dane Cock.
Dane Cock. Apparently, he talks about that a lot too. His own.
He talks about cocks.
Well, his own specifically. Bouncing. Where am I cock?
Okay, let's not start on this.
Yeah.
Let's not.
I
don't feel like I don't know.
Yeah. I do have to agree with the Game Grumps though in that people rag on Dane Cook a lot, but I actually think he's funny. I'll be honest. I think he has some legitimately funny things. And like, there was that controversy where people were saying, oh, he stole jokes from Louis C.K. And then the people were saying, no, it was just Cryptonesia. He may have, like, accidentally stolen them. But at the end of the day, like, 99% of the jokes he tells are original. So it's like, okay. Like, give credit where it's due. He does yell a lot, though, I will say that. Mm-hmm. And I definitely exhibit that exact same thing as we were talking about before we recorded.
Yeah.
That listening to the last episode, I realized just how often I get loud for the sake of being funny, and I'm realizing that is almost on par with using profanity for the sake of comedy, in the same way that jump scares in horror movies are used to elicit a reaction from your audience. It's the cheapest way of doing so. Mm-hmm. And I'm not a fan, but I also am okay with it. It's always funny when you get those people. Like, I know that there are a lot of people from my parents' generation that get, like, unreasonably upset when they hear someone swearing, and I get that was the way they were raised, but that's, like, the norm now, and they're acting like it's every time they hear it, they react as though it's an isolated incident, like, oh, how could anyone talk like that? Like, everybody talks like that now. Mm-hmm. Hell, even you did when you were our age. You probably just used different kinds of profanity, like, different swear words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but profanity is just, like, everywhere now.
Yeah.
Like, you can't escape it. Like, you just can't.
Yeah.
Everyone uses it. Everyone says shit, fuck, butt, you know.
Fart face.
Ass, man. I don't know.
So,
but point is, everyone says it.
Yeah, I'd say you just get used to it. Like, again, you can not like it. Because, like what I was just saying, there are certain situations where I'm not fond of it, like in comedy, because oftentimes when it is in comedy, 9 times out of 10 it's being used to try to make the joke sound funnier.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's insulting to the audience's intelligence, personally. And I don't think it's deliberate. It's not like the comedians are like, oh yeah, so they're so stupid, they'll just eat this right up. Because it's also partially our fault, because we do eat it up all the time. I laugh at it too. But the best comedians in my eyes are the ones that hardly ever have to utter profanity, or at all.
Yeah.
To make you laugh. I love Tim Hawkins. That guy's super funny. And like I mentioned on the last episode, the Regan brothers, Brian and Dennis Regan, they're super funny. Hell, even Jerry Seinfeld doesn't even swear that much. He's just hilarious. That's it. It's the true master of the art doesn't have to use all the cheap tricks.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think it's like that with everything. Because in saying that, it reminds me of those, you see those, like, those martial arts masters, like, especially the old-timey ones. You don't see them doing, like, 20-foot jumps and, like, a billion front flips and, like, these flying side kicks. No. The masters are the guys where some dude will, like, try to step up to them, and they'll throw, like, one punch, and that's all it takes, and the dude just hits the floor, like... Because that's all they need to do.
Yeah.
They've trained so well that they don't even have to fight. They just throw one punch and then BAM! That's what's cool. I like the idea of ending a fight in one hit. Because it's like, just get it over and done with. Just be done with it. Don't drag it out like some Hollywood BS. Just do it. Just don't be a hero.
Yeah, just do a bunch of like kicks and flips and like stupid bullshit, and then you just get yourself stabbed.
And that's exactly my next point. The longer a fight drags out, the more likely you are to actually get seriously injured.
Yeah, it's like good job trying to be an action hero. Too bad you're fucking in the hospital now.
Yeah, exactly, and it's almost like, and it's easy to be deceived by film and media and all that because we're surrounded by it, and it's become part of our life. To a degree, sometimes it's hard to separate the media from how reality actually is, and a lot of people seem to be under the impression that you can do all those amazing moves that you see in Hollywood, and a very small select few can.
Yeah.
But for the most part, the things they do in movies are completely unrealistic.
Yeah.
Completely.
Oh yeah.
I think one of my favorite videos, actually, it was I don't remember when or where this was, but it looked like it was like not even a street fight. It was like one of those organized. Kind of looked like an underground fight. It was a U.S.
Fight Club.
Yeah. Hey, do you think we're the same person? But anyway, it was I'm pretty sure it was a U.S. Marine, I think it was, versus this other guy who looked like, and this other guy definitely looked like he'd been in a few fights. Like because this was a guy that was doing a bunch of flips and a bunch of fancy gymnastic type moves, kind of showing off before the fight. And the guy's like, he looked like he'd be legitimately a formidable opponent, but he was spending too much time being fancy and showing off. The second he made a move for the Marine standing on his, just regularly, no jumps, the Marine never left the ground. But the Marine, this dude's doing all these flips, the second he comes at the soldier, one punch, knockout. And it was like... And then, basically, because the whole time, this one dude was showing off, basically saying, like, you're screwed, showing off all these flips and stuff. The soldier, the Marine, he was standing there the whole time just watching him, just waiting. And the guy makes, like, the slightest move, and poof! And the dude hit the ground hard. He was, from what I remember, it was a knockout. And the crowd went wild. They just feel like, what? Because that's the thing. You see the guy doing all these flips, and you think, wow, that guy's like a ninja. He's got this. And then one punch, that's all it takes. Because the greatest fighters are not necessarily gymnasts, but they're the ones that have not even necessarily the strongest punch, but they know how to punch, where to punch, but most importantly, when to punch.
Oh yeah, they know when to. They look for the opening and like the perfect time to strike.
Yeah,
it's like they're like snakes.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like rah, and they just lunge at you and just knock you the f out.
That's part of the reason why boxers are so good, because they train their whole lives for that perfect punch. Boxers they're all Saitama basically. Saitama. They're so damn good.
Oh yeah.
And they kickboxers
like Floyd, like fucking Money Mayweather, like.
Yeah, well that's what I mean.
Like his fucking like his streak, how like rich he is, like. God
that's
damn.
Exactly my point, because he trained hard, and it shows. Train hard, fight easy.
Yeah.
Anyway, should we get this bread?
Yeah, let's obtain this grain.
Let's yeet this wheat. To do because I do it all the time. It's so young and you're probably gonna die. It's so fine with some good inside lies. Looks so good and you never even tried. Get your money from a trust fund. It's so young and we're probably gonna die. I'm so fine, we're so good at telling lies. It's so good, and you never even try and get your money from a trust fund. Do it all the time. I only know the lyrics to half the song. I was faking my way through the rest.
Yeah, hey, you gotta fake it to make it, right, man?
Absolutely, that's what my driving instructor told me. Okay, bye.